All right, welcome to How Far Is So Far with your host, Brian Dexter. Follow us on Instagram, Snapchat. Damn.
Everything. It's been a minute.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, comment. Listen to the podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, and all of your streaming platforms. Whatever you have, it's there. We have a very special guest in the house today. A brand new face. Introduce yourself, my boy.
Trigger, a.k.a. Trey Powell.
Trey, talk to the people a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Who you are? You know, if there's any females that we should be aware of once this video come out, they might be bashing you on Instagram. Tell us what's going on.
Well, first, just turned 30, so Dirty 30 last week, Wednesday.
Yo, happy birthday, my boy. Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already feeling old, waking up, back hurts, neck hurts,
Yeah, I've been doing that.
It's already, the aches and pains that you already feel as soon as you turn 30. Just got back from just did a wedding last week. Nice little wedding. Had to come with the fresh cut. Can't be walking there looking
That's
like
the first thing I noticed. I might get with the fresh shots.
Can't walk in there looking like a ragamuffin.
I hear that.
It was good. It was my girlfriend's brother's wedding.
Okay.
So as soon as I got there, everybody was like, "So when are you next?" So I was like, "Shit."
I hate that question.
Nah, it's not. It's the worst question because even now her dad's like, "What you want?"
What's up?
So what's up? Like it's bad when he's saying, "Yo, like I ain't getting any older."
It's one of those sensitive topics for sure. Especially I don't know how she feels in terms of like if she's pressuring you or whatever.
She's out here sending me rings daily. The hell, the crazy thing is, so this is the story. She hates me for this, but she acts like I planned it. So my birthday is July 19th. Our anniversary is July 12th. So if you look in your calendar, that's literally 1 week but decided from each other. She's like, so you getting a gift on the anniversary, and then you just had to be like, yeah, like my birthday is right here. Just double up. Yeah. It's like having your birthday the day before, the day after Christmas. And she's like, you planned it like that. I'm like, I ain't planned nothing. I don't know what she's talking about. But now, we going strong on 6 years now.
That's good.
All my brethrens,
that's wild.
They're cool with her. They're cool with her. She's cool with the family. You know she's cool with the family when she comes to a family function and my grandma's like, so where's Jordan? What she need?
Yeah.
We got
she's being taken into consideration.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. But it's the fact that she'll come, they'll get there and she'll have a conversation with my grandma and she's like, did you eat? Nah, I'm okay. I ate before I got here. Nah.
You gotta eat.
Instantly. You got the oven on from scratch. She's pulling out things from scratch, and if she ain't got it, she going grocery shopping to go get it to make sure you eating good.
No, for sure.
So
shout out to
of course. She just she's about to turn 76. 75 last year was a big thing. We had a nice surprise party. Got turned.
Defo.
It's kind of crazy when you see your 75-year-old grandma busting the stanky leg she's out there doing it with you, hitting the
At the end of the day, she's young.
It's crazy when I see her do that. But for me, been there, done that with school. I did start my own kind of company called Swish Academy. So I'm not gonna be coming. I am a basketball shooting coach.
Okay. So
I teach kids, anybody, I can fix anybody's jump shot from the ground up. It doesn't matter. I'm a true student of the game when it comes to that. So what I'm trying to do, to me, I know my name in the Hamilton basketball community holds weight in certain areas. People still coming to me yo, I remember when you were at the YMCA. I'm I haven't been in the YMCA a solid decade, but
sure,
buddy. Let me pat myself on the back of that.
Blessed your name holds weight.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
It's crazy because I'll be talking to my boys and be like, yo, how you gonna do that? It's because I'm Trey Powell. When you can say that and they're like, shit, I hate this nigga. We can really pull that. So I got that kicked off. I'm about to slowly get my merch in bulk. So I have the.
I was just about to ask you about that.
So we got the merch. We got a tech fleece coming in the fall.
Okay, say less.
Multiple colors. We got the North Face jacket.
Perfect.
We got those. So if you've seen the NBA tank tops, the ones that have the pads and everything on the side. So what I did was with the company, instead of having the pads, you know your silicone gel that you have in your insoles, that's what's on your ribs.
Okay.
So instead of, when you wash it, like it's a spongy thing that they normally have. So when you wash it over time, it rips through the thing, whatever.
For sure.
Because this is a gel, it's literally just absorbing everything. Okay. And when you put it through the rock, it's triple stitched. So like it ain't coming out unless you want it to come out.
Yeah.
Right? So we got it like that, multiple colors in that. Gonna be doing customized backpacks soon. Just working out the suppliers and stuff like that, trying to weigh my options. But yeah, I'm trying to come through with that, trying to put on for a lot of people, supply that to a lot of prep schools, a lot of people that want them. People have been blowing on my phone already. I did a little teaser on my IG of like, coming soon. Something just to put it out there, see like the feelers.
The interest.
Right? Pull up to the BioSteel, all Canadian, because I got the Dunkley twins there. Pull up there with the wifey, the whole fam jam, because when you got an actual hooper in the family, it ain't just, moms and brothers. It's like aunties, uncles, grandmas, little sister. Like
everybody involved.
You know what I mean? You come by the busload.
Yeah.
So we pull up there and because I was a scout for NPH, the first day I was a scout, it was simultaneously happened to be the showcase. So all the top players met me there. So when it came to them leaving to go to school and anything and then coming back, I'm sitting there at the game and I got this guy who was at Detroit and he's just like, yo, Trey, I'm gonna need that tank top, black and white. I was like, the fuck? I'm like, this guy remembers who I am? Damn. Shit, I guess he actually follows me on IG and because he commented and then he doubled down by seeing me in person. He's like, yeah, I need that. My brother wants it. And then it just literally floodgates open.
It's a snowball effect, right?
Yeah. And it's it's a fact that how I see it in Hamilton, because I don't know if you guys remember PDN. Mm-hmm. So remember that was when that brand was going, that was a vibe. Right? They had their store, everybody wanted the shirt, and the shirt was good quality. Really, it came down, everybody wanted the different colors inside the third, and then at the same time, they were selling the kicks in there too. So you're walking there, you're seeing all this designer stuff plus the kicks. It's especially in the city of Hamilton, where that place popped off right when Urban Alley got lock off. Mm-hmm. So it's damn. I mean, you had the jump off, but the jump off wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's what I'm saying is, so I've been talking to those same guys that used to run that, and I'm like, yo, how was your journey through your business venture and stuff like that? Plus, you got my cousin, shout out 4K Joel Clark, Sock King. You got my cousin doing the socks and stuff like that, and with his merch with Angels. So me and him are trying to do a collab, hopefully, because his name, my name might hold weight, but if you don't know Skateboy, you ain't from Hamilton.
Yeah, for real.
And he, he's a newly resident out here in Brantford, so I'm pretty sure y'all gonna see him soon, if you don't already know about him. But it feels good to be 30, halfway to 60.
Chill with all that nonsense, bro.
Halfway to 60, but a lot of people, how they say that, you know what, if I was younger, I would do this, do that. I'm totally grateful that I have mentors and big brothers, Lionel, my big bro Ali. These guys, they're not that much older than me. They're maybe 4 or 5 years older than me, but they've kept me, eating keel. Anytime I ask for advice, they give me their honest opinion. They're not one of those guys that you know what, we don't want to hurt his feelings, we're going to sugarcoat it.
You don't need yes men in this world.
And that's the thing. You don't need yes men, and you don't need people pleasers.
Yeah.
Because there's yes men, you say something, yeah, they'll go. But when you have someone constantly trying to make sure you're good, you need this or you need that, and it's bro,
nah,
I'm good.
For real, to be honest, it's one of those things you need somebody to be yo, I see you're not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see you're not good. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I it's just
But see, that's you can say that if you were a female. When it comes to men, we hide everything.
At the same time, right? It's not, we don't go about it saying it like that.
That's
we do go about it a way where other people aren't gonna realize. It's gonna be yo, okay, all right, let's say I see you on the street and we dap up and I can tell yo, nigga's not good.
Yeah, he's been through the struggle. Something happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna check on him like on a different level on the next tip. Like, it's just gonna be like he's not even gonna know, but like
It's gonna be so organic.
it's gonna be so organic, right? But I don't know. Sometimes it's like people just like you said, people pleasers just want to be, oh, you're good, okay, and then just leave it at that.
Exactly.
Like, and niggas be struggling too. It's just like, yo,
all I gotta say is this, and that goes for like both genders. Don't matter if you're a man, you're a female, whatever the case may be. Don't matter. Oh shit. Sorry.
all genders. Don't do that. You're trying to get canceled.
Anyway. God damn it. Fuck 2023. All I gotta say is, friend is not something you say to somebody. Like, I'm not just gonna say, you're my friend.
Lightly, bro.
Friend is a title. There's a reason. Sometimes friends got a even bigger pull than family.
No, for sure.
Depends on the situation. And there's no excuse for you to see your friend going through it and you're just gonna sit there and play this delusional game type shit.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story. If that's your friend, you should put your best foot forward. And, you know, me from the giving, me giving you advice, I should feel comfortable enough telling you whatever I need to tell you. And you from the receiving end, even if you get mad because what I say, we should be able to squash it right there because we're friends at the end of the day.
It shouldn't dig to your core if you ask me for advice and I give you the advice that obviously you might not want to hear, but it shouldn't.
Yeah, you keeping it a buck.
Yeah, because like you said, the people pleasers be like, oh, they gonna tell you what you want to hear and shit. The yes man, they gonna tell you what you want to hear, but your real friends gonna be like, yo, like even if you're in the wrong, be like, yo, like you've been fucking up.
Yep.
If you're not, then I'm gonna let you know you're doing good. If you fucking up, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, and if you can't handle someone telling you the hard truth,
you're not gonna survive.
No, you're not.
You're not gonna survive in this world.
You're not.
Bro.
But like you gotta take it a step further. Not even your friends. Like it's like look at your employers. Mm-hmm. They're gonna tell you straight up, like, yo,
they don't give a fuck.
What you doing? You better fix up. Time is money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like how I see it, when it comes to your boys, like everybody holds everybody to a certain standard. Mm. You know what I mean? Like I'm a type of person, like I'm a Cancer, so I'm a type of person like, yo, you do me wrong once, and you know, like how I say, like if you do me wrong, you get cut off. Why? Because in what you're doing, there's a thought process. Mm-hmm. You thought about doing me wrong, and you still executed it. So it's like
I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to do it again.
Exactly. So you got to take it like that. Like, I think my grandma, she said this to me when I was growing up, and I have a tattoo of it. She said, "Friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but they're always there, right?" And like, when you have a close knit group of friends, like I have friends, but like I don't call them my friends. They're literally like my brothers.
Yeah. You know
what I mean? Like these are guys that like at a drop of a hat, if I'm in a struggle, I can call them and they're there.
100%.
Like those are your legit day ones.
Yeah.
And then you have people that's like, you know, like you see on the street, like you might give them a head nod.
Yeah.
And if not a head nod, it's like, you know, you see me, you see
yeah,
like,
yeah, you see me.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for real. Because like that's one thing I realized growing up, like after high school and shit. Like high school, you have so many friends. You know,
Everybody,
you know, everybody loves you. You love everybody.
But that's your exploring stage. You know,
Exactly.
you have to go through so much shit to become the person that you are today. So of course you're gonna go through a lot of people, and that's when you really develop your filters. You know who stays, who leaves, type shit.
It's a damn fact.
That's a fact.
See, I'm turning 31 this year, and I almost want to sound depressed because
what?
I just hate the way everything works today, and it's fucked because we were their age at once upon a time, and with the people that were our age today were telling us shit. We're like, yo, this old dude always fucking with me, and we found it so annoying, and now history's repeating itself.
Now you're that annoying.
I'm the annoying motherfucker now.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Like like the other day, for example, I was talking to my mom's, and you know, my mom is probably the realest, and it's not because it's my mom. It's just like, it's just the way it is. Like, my mom is probably the realest female I've ever come across in terms of game, everything. And you know, my mom told me straight up, and I couldn't agree more. She's like, you know what the problem with females is? I'm like, what's up? It's the fact that we are genetically stupid. She said this. I'm like, whoa, chill. She's like, no. She's like, no, for real. Like the way it works, it just doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to us. Me being a female myself, I've been through it, and now that I'm older, it's like, I'm like, okay, explain yourself. She said, well, put it this way. You couldn't tell me anything about me finding a good man or finding, you know, a good job or making, you know, X amount of money when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You know, I fell in love with who I like. I got comfortable where I got comfortable, and that's it. But now that, you know, I'm 40 some more years old, I have you as a grown man. Now I have all this, you know, restrictions and conditions for men to come into my life, for job offerings and everything. But yet, my value today as a woman is way less than what it was when I was 22. It should have been all the way around. I shouldn't be asking for all those things then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you couldn't convince me to do it. It's the craziest thing, and it's just like, and all it takes for you to, this is her own words. It's like, all it takes as a female for you to develop maturity, emotional, mentally, is to have kids. Up until that happened, you're a dickhead. And not just looking around, you know, every female I deal with, I'm like, yep, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Like, you know, me at 31, I come across a lot of baby moms, and those are the ones that have quote unquote standards. But values. I don't want to meet the standards because I bet you have a kid. Not mine either. Mm-hmm. What are you telling me? Like, it doesn't make sense for me as a man. I'm like, why am I paying full price for something that's already used?
Understandable.
I know it sounds raw and everything. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't make the rules of the game. That's what that's at. Moral of the story. Smarten up, y'all. We're getting older. Money getting bigger. What are you gonna do?
Sure.
What are you gonna do? Like, if your goal, whatever, for I gave up. I'm not gonna tell no independent woman nothing. Okay, go be independent. Knock yourself out. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if you're a female, that you are here to, that your goal is to find a man, to find that partner, to find that soulmate. If that's what you're into, what are you going to do? So a nigga like me, for example, looks at you. Because I'm not longer looking at nobody no more. I'm really walking out here like I'm a god. Why? I've been through too much shit. I don't want nobody to add no stress, no weight to my life. I just want to come home and be at peace. We could watch a show together. We could do whatever.
And I feel like a lot of women don't understand that that's what majority of men want, is just to come home and have peace with their women, bro. And just kick it with it. Like, we want to kick it with you. We don't want to come home and argue with you and all that bullshit. We want to come home. I'm at work slaving. I'm thinking about, yeah, my girl's at home. She probably wearing this, da. I get home and you wilding out. I'm a trip off.
Why didn't you text me all day? I was working.
But what the fuck?
And then they come with the subtle manipulative shit. Oh, it takes 10 seconds. Yeah, I know. But I
how come you ain't text me?
I opted to take that 10 seconds for myself because my job is too damn hard.
How come you ain't text me?
Or
my phone ain't blink. not once.
That's a fact because it's a two-way street.
It's
no
a
matter what.
two-way street no matter what.
It's a
But you didn't text my phone.
telecommunicator. You can either call me, beat me. You can do what you need to do. You can go Kim Possible on it. You can get to me.
You can get to me.
Nah, but like you got it. I agree with you guys when it's like that. But the worst is when they say, "Oh my bad, I'll call you." All right, bet.
None.
I think I'm not answering the phone.
No, but it's what you know what's bad is when they say, "Oh yeah, my bad, I got your text. Call me." You call them and it goes straight to voicemail. It's like, how you gonna tell me to call you and you don't pick up the phone?
Their phone's on Do Not Disturb. You got to call twice. Fuck out of here.
I've never heard that. Do not disturb. You gotta call twice.
You gotta call twice on Do Not Disturb.
Just for them to.
For the call to go through. Yeah.
No, that's mine. No, that's mine. No, that's mine. If I have to do all that work, that conversation better be pretty damn good.
Brother, we're talking for 3 hours at least. You have to talk to me.
But that's the thing.
Doesn't even matter.
I'm only able to do that whole long convo situation on the get to know you stage. If we're already like,
That's
you
what,
know,
oh my God.
if we're already like 5-6 fucks in, guy, I don't want to talk to you for that long. How's your day? Good. I'm out.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm 6 years in, so I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to this. Me and my girl, how we do it like this. She'll finish work. I'll be already home because I finished work, right? How we make sure that we get most of the talking out the way, she'll call me on the way home. Why?
I enjoy that.
In the midst of that, don't get it twisted. Sometimes, you know, when I'm at home, I'll be watching something or I'm doing something and I'm locked in. So like, I'll be on the phone.
I don't want to talk to you.
I'll be on the phone. I'm just like, I got to get back to this. I'll talk to you later. But it's the fact that like, I do it too. Like I'll be driving home. It's like an hour to an hour, and I know she's home.
Call you.
Oh, you're gonna entertain me for this whole ride.
100%.
Right?
I've done that.
Because like
100%.
obviously, like you can listen to music, you can listen to radio, but like
Conversation goes a different way.
especially because that's gonna keep you up because you have to engage.
Yep.
So like she'll in the midst of all, she's telling me what happened at work. She's telling me what's going on with her friends. Ray Tay, what we're doing about dinner.
Yep.
What's going on the weekend? Do we have any planned family events? Same thing. When she gets home, she'll ask me, okay, you know, how was work? This and that, because I'll be already home and I have 2 dogs. So like, I'm dealing with the 2 dogs at the same time, maintaining the house before she gets back. Because let's be honest, no wifey's trying to walk in, dogs going rampant, you're up in arms, stressing out because the dogs are barking this side there, and the house looks like shit.
At the same, like you saying, like it seems in your relationship everything gets shared and shit. Like
It wasn't always like that, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. So
It took work.
so think about it, we're 6 years in. There's days when like we're not even talking, we're just constantly doing something. Like you know how it is. Look at the generation. If I'm on my phone, she's on my phone. No words are being said, unless like even if I'm on TikTok and I see something in that video I know you would like, I'm not gonna be like, oh here, look. I'm just gonna send it to you
exactly,
and be like, oh, did you get that? That's all I'm gonna say. And at that moment, she might not even see it till like later on that day, and then be like, "Oh, not," and she won't react to it. She'll just, dude, liked it. So it's like how it was with us. Like we went through a lot of yelling matches and stuff like that because like everybody says in relationship, communication is key, right? But like no one really understands it until there isn't it, right? So like we would communicate, but we wouldn't communicate like it's more about your emotions, like. Say she did something that pissed me off, I would suppress it and not talk about it because it's like I don't want it to lead to a whole nother like argument because it's just stressful. So you're just like, you know, let me just bump that. So how we took it is that we laid it like one night we just laid it all out. They were like, we ain't gonna do this. We gonna talk this shit out.
for sure.
You gonna tell me what you have wrong, what you don't like about me. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like going on, and we're gonna do better. And that's the thing. When it's actually a 2-part person in a relationship, not just one person trying to do everything, compromise has to happen.
No, for sure.
And like you have to, and it's not the fact that like it just has to happen once. It has to literally nurture and grow into something.
And that's the thing that people don't understand. Like one thing about life that I've always learned is people always want things to happen
Quick,
like that.
the drop of a hat.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Patience is a virtue.
It's impossible to do anything right away. Like you have to learn how to do it.
Okay, I understand all that shit. But this is what my problem is. I have dedicated a lot of my lifetime to figure myself out to a point where I am very confident when I say I am 100% in control of myself all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
when I'm mad, when I'm sad, when I'm happy, I'm in control all the time.
Yeah, you have your emotions in check.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I am yet to be able to master to like a science almost, because it almost catches me off guard, is when I'm upset, because I don't get upset very often because I'm so good at everything else. It's like I'm able to not be upset about what most people are upset about. Mm-hmm. But I am human. It gets to that point sometimes, and I do get upset. So because it doesn't happen very often, I feel like I don't have a lot of practice with it. And what I've come up with is like, if I am to a level of upset when I just feel like I am about to lose control of myself, I'm still able and emotionally smart enough to be like, okay, stop, please. Let's pick this up in like 45 an hour, whatever the case may be. Because right now, I am not emotionally stable enough to carry on with whatever it is that's going on. All I expect a female to say is like, cool, see you in an hour.
Okay.
It's not like that.
That's not like that though. And no, see, and that's the
hey,
thing.
I agree with you.
The thing.
I agree with
you.
No, I agree with that.
I agree with that to
because
100. 100.
It's so annoying because it's like I don't want to say anything out of pocket.
Anything rude or like
anything
disrespectful.
rude and disrespectful because I'm not perceiving it in that way. I just need time to not even recess it, but to go through my own thought process of what the hell is happening right in this moment.
Yeah.
Because if I say what I want to say right in this moment, everything gets fucked up.
Okay. And then there's this other thing. Then if a female is able to say, no, I'll talk about it right now, whatever the case may be, blah, 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 blah.
I'm walking out.
Then no, I'm going to tell her straight. Then like, okay, so expect me to disrespect you and you to be okay with this.
And
That's
obviously
that's
a lot
valid.
of females
That's
are
valid.
not going to take
So really,
disrespect lightly.
red or blue fucking pill, bitch.
No, for real. You're not wrong.
But here I see it. How I see it with when it comes to girls is you could say that and you can be like, yeah, like, you know, like just give me a second, like let me get my emotions in check, you know, like I can't handle it right now. Mm-hmm. How many times have you guys had a girl be like literally be pissed in the moment, but not say anything till like the next day?
Yeah. No.
Text you be like, oh, hours later, like
because they do that, but without being able, like how we can say,
grew up
like,
in that environment.
Well, how we can say, like, yeah, just give me time. They don't. I feel like they don't have the capacity to be like, hey, give me time. They just be like,
nah. On a
you know, they just hold it in and they're just like, so you can do it, but I can't.
See,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna pull myself aside from most men. So I didn't need anybody to tell me that I'm fine. Doesn't like I didn't have to learn this from experience. I already knew this.
you do that. I'm fine. Me,
Yeah,
too,
because
I'm
I
fine.
grew up on this. Women.
Yeah,
I grew up on this.
Women. Like
I grew up on this. So you like there's no. I study my partners. Study, so I know just by the way you are, and because I know every stage of you. You don't have to tell me when you're upset. I just know you are upset.
Yeah, you can sense it.
No, I can tell.
Yeah,
you're not the same.
That's a fact.
You're not the same.
They feel like they're carrying themselves a certain way.
It's just really I just know. I just broke it into a science, and it's just more like, okay, this equals she mad.
Simple.
Done. It's that serious.
simple.
And at that point, you know what the thing that takes a little bit of time is the figuring out, okay, what did I do now? And a lot of the times, which I've gotten a lot better, I've gotten a lot better at it. I used to blame myself for everything. So let's just say she's having a bad day. I would put that shit on me.
Fault. Yeah.
I would put that shit on me.
When it's really not.
What right? And it just it got annoying because this person just want to be left alone.
Yeah,
they just want to deal with their day the way they do, cope, whatever, and you know we catch up later. Me, I'll be this annoying motherfucker. I would even apologize, like, yo, whatever you thought, whatever was I did, I'm so sorry, whatever, blah blah blah. Just nigga, you ain't do nothing.
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, you're trying to be the bright side.
Right. Yeah.
So I've learned this. Like sometimes you just have to let it be, let it wear off. And that's a very dangerous thing because
it's a dangerous game.
Because then it gets to the point where sometimes even when it's your fault, you're like, yeah, let it wear off.
Yeah, see, and then when you can't just differentiate the situation where it's
right,
like it's not your fault or it is your fault, then you become the asshole where it's you're not listening or you're not taking this seriously. It's just like
I have drawn a whole blueprint of who I am, and I say, here, do with this information as you must, and use it at your convenience.
Yeah.
You know everything about me. I'm an open book. I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you what to do when I'm A or B or C. You know it all. Do you have a blueprint for yourself that I can study? No, you don't? Okay, I will take it upon myself and I will study you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
Now, if you as my partner, you don't want to pay attention to the blueprint and now you're just pissing me off left, right, and center, now you're just disrespectful.
No, for sure.
To me, it's a wrap after that. Now, if I give you the blueprint and you still doing something dumb,
like you said,
it's a wrap. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I literally told you who I am and what I need and what do I expect from you, and you still took it left when I needed it right. Mm-hmm. That's not on me. Mm-hmm. That is on you.
No. Mm-hmm. And the thing about that I can't like mess with is just like usually men just come straight forward and be like, hey, this is what I like. This is what I do. Mm-hmm. This is what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, all right. And then they just perceive it so differently. You're just like, oh, so he said he might like this. He might like this.
Selective hearing.
And it's just like.
They hear they hear only what they want to hear.
100%. And that's just a human race sometimes. I feel like it's not even just women, bro. I feel like it's just a human race sometimes. It goes both ways.
It does.
But I feel like women do it so much more. And
they do it. They do it without even knowing.
What the fuck?
But you got to take it like this. In that same instance, the worst thing it's my highest red flag when you're with someone and their friend or someone else they've seen, that couple influences you. You know,
that's fucked.
And the reason why I say it's the worst. The reason why I say it's the worst is because my exact way I respond to that is, oh, that's how you feel about them. So they're in this relationship. I thought it was between me and you, because if they're in this with us, I don't need to be in it. Because if it's between me and you, first off, they don't need to know they don't need to know our business.
Our shit.
They don't need to know the business. That's how they go about it. They have their own problems as that. We have ours. We deal with it internally. If you like first off, it's the same thing when like you like with when a girl's like, oh, why don't you bring me flowers like this guy? Oh, you like that?
Who is that nigga?
Oh, you like that? Oh, you can go at him. No, really, you can go at him, because if that's what you want and I'm not doing that, well, clearly I'm the wrong person for you because I'm not doing what you need. Though. But if we can sit down and have a conversation and we can work something out, maybe, on occasion, I might just drop some flowers off and be like, yo, here.
Always a fucking money.
It's the fact, but to me, it's the fact that you can do things without them telling you, or you can do things on a whim and it doesn't hold the exact same value as anything else.
See,
like you see, like
a good point.
There's physical love, and then just doing things unconditionally without them even like acknowledging it. Yep. And it's like you're doing it, and like it's not something normal. It's something going out of your boundary of what you normally do, and they don't take it as the same.
And I think that they don't understand this like out of because I feel like a lot of men grew up the same way, where it's just like they haven't seen half that shit where it comes to unconditional love. And showing unconditional love is just one of those things that you grow into.
Man, I don't talk to my dad right now. You have to take that in. But like I'm being dead ass. Me and my dad growing up, best friends. He was my soccer coach, my football coach, everything.
But growing up, you look at that nigga different.
No. Growing up, like it's because he's my coach. Obviously, I don't see you as my dad. I see you as my coach. Yeah. And like obviously, when you have a parent as a coach, they're a hard ass. Because they obviously don't get it twisted. Like I realized what he was doing as I grew up. It's like, he's pushed me to do this because he wants to see me get better. Like there's a reason why he's doing 100%. That, right? But currently, right now, we do not talk. Like straight up, I haven't talked to that man since we're going on 2 years now. My niece had a birthday. We were both in the same room. You think we even looked at each other and said hi? What? What? But the one thing that I can't do, I can't shit talk the man.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like, you know how people like they have grudges with their parents and it's like, nah, but that nigga, this, that, he does this, he's trash.
Not a fucking chance.
Anybody right now, me and my dad might not talk, but if you need to get your car fixed, yo, HBO Autos in Hamilton, go see him. Just look for the guy that looks exactly like him with some gray hairs here, here, and here. You know it's my dad.
For sure.
Tell him Trey sent you. He'll handle you like you're one of my closest brethren.
Yeah.
Even though me and him don't talk. He got a new shop. I've been to it when he wasn't there to know that where it is. So if I do end up having to have like, you know, that grown man chat talk to my dad, I know where he is. The only reason why we're not talking right now is because something happened, and any other time something happened, I was the grown man that had to go step to my dad, apologize, and be the bigger man. I'm 30 now. I'm not saying I'm your equal, but you got to see me on the same time. Like, first off, you're my parent. You check up on me. Growing up, you're supposed to be checking on your son. Again, it's your son. You check on him, make sure he's good, this and that, third. It shouldn't be the other way around where it's like, my mom's telling me, go check on your dad. Huh? He knows where I live. He should go check on me. Like, obviously, as he gets to old age, like, you're going to check on him. But it's like, my dad's like in his 50s, like late 50s. Right now till the day, he could probably still run like a 4.8 40-yard dash. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's in shape. He don't, like, think about it. He looks like me. Like, spitting image, me and my dad could be twins side by side. I opened his phone with my face, and it worked. So, like, you got to take it, like, if that's how close me and him were, and we don't talk now.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, it's super wild.
Super wild.
But that's still a guy. Yo, I can't shit talk people unless he's actually done me dirty. Because I know right now to the day he's still telling people like, yo, like, yeah, oh, Trey, yeah, that's my son. You know, he's doing this. I'm so proud. This. But we ain't talking.
Nah, for real.
You know, but if the fact that he has nothing good to be like said about me, it means something. So,
no, to step away from.
Yeah, we got a bit emotional.
Family.
We got a bit emotional.
It got deep, bro.
It got deep.
Man came with that bass in their voice.
Too far in that bitch. That shit got deep. I ain't
Touch some nerves.
Hold on, before you say something, I know it's like old topic and shit. I really want to talk about those 5 dumbass niggas with money.
Yeah, hold on. So this is what I was gonna say. So as most people know, we've been off the podcast for a little bit.
Yeah, we've been gone.
Don't ask me why.
Shut up.
Don't ask me why. I'm not gonna give no excuses. It just hasn't happened. That's it. that's really what all it is. You know, life, just life. Oh, there's a lot of shit that has happened since the last episode to today. So we are a week away from Carabana.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some people don't celebrate.
Shut up. Leave me the fuck alone. You know, for you banner goers, you know, good luck to you.
If you see me on road, don't say what's up.
Be safe.
Say what's up to my nigga Dex.
Nah, please be safe though.
Especially if it Dewey in the.
Oh wait, aren't you in it?
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna play mass. I'm going.
You're playing mass.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
What the fuck are you telling me? It's getting worse over the years.
No. Last year was crazy. I can't hold.
No, you.
No. It has been getting worse, but last year made up for it. This year, I'm a test. I'm gonna play mass. I'm gonna be in the costume. I'm gonna be on road. Not in regular clothes.
Who's all in this? I did not know this. Let's talk about.
No, because I remember. I swear. I remember you. I remember seeing something about either last year or another year.
Nah, last year I was like really on road, but like I got blessed with like a couple bracelets and shit. So I was in bands. But I was in regular clothes. But this year I'm in.
You in it.
So who you doing this with? Is you
doing my boy Redeem and my boy Meeks. Meeks
wait. Meeks from
him. Yeah.
Jeez.
Nah, he's not playing Maz though. But Redeem's my one brethren. Like he's Jamaican, but he loves soca. So it's just like
it's a perfect vibe.
Yeah, it's a perfect vibe. So like he's the one nigga that he's just on road and people just love him too. So it's like, why not? Why not do it?
This man's gonna have a party.
My back hurt.
Tough times.
My back hurt. But you know, from the last episode to right now, it's a lot of shit that happened. You know, socially, culturally. You know, some next man died in a submarine. No.
In a PlayStation game box.
Wait, what?
no, because chat. Sure. Like, bro, I watched the video, right, and I seen these niggas were controlling the sub with a fucking Logitech controller, bro. They're controlling a fucking submersible going through deep ocean with a fucking PlayStation controller.
It's a submersible. It's a submersible.
Doesn't matter. It's a submarine. It's going underwater, fam. And you're controlling it with a fucking control.
What else don't happen? Brony had a heart attack.
No, we can't. Don't do that.
What else is happening?
I mean, yo, rest up. He's home now. He's home now.
Rest up for real.
Real though. He's home now.
Sure.
Even LeBron put the tweet out.
Ice Spice is exploiting minors.
Shit, crazy in the world, bro.
Nah, speak on that. I didn't know nothing about Ice.
We'll get to it.
I don't know about that. Go ahead. Back to the submersible.
Okay, first of all.
Damn.
You got millions and millions.
Oh no!
Millions of dollars.
Money bags.
Money in your pockets. You ain't gotta worry about shit. You looked at this contraption and said yes.
It's a contraption. Yeah.
First of all, you looked at this shit and said, okay,
there's a motive.
This is the motive. First of all, these niggas are gonna go visit the Titanic,
which already done some good.
Which already fucking did some time. That's just been down there.
It ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
It can't.
You've seen photos of it. You want to go see that bitch? All right. This shit looks like a fucking Tylenol pill in water. And he said, "I'm gonna get in that bitch. No windows."
See, this is why
I don't understand it.
This is why it pays off to be like my grandma. You cannot take my grandmother to Niagara Falls. Her answer is, I already seen it on TV.
Man, but like, real
I already
shit.
don't see it on
I hear it though.
I seen this shit.
I echo that though.
I watched the movie.
Bro, once you've seen the movie, you've seen the documentaries. You got the actual. You heard the actual interview from the woman who actually was on it and lived it.
Are you
and
dumb?
endured it? And you're just like, you know what?
No, I really want to see it. I gotta
take a tour. You know, I gotta go down there and it's a nice little capsule. You know, Bati and Bati to next man and next man and next woman.
Like, the thing was like 4 foot by 10 foot. Like, no,
bro, they were closer than two cellmates in the bin.
Yeah, it's fucking.
But you know, bro. You know what the fuckiest thing about the whole thing is that regardless, they were only able to see it through a screen.
Through a screen.
There was no windows on the thing.
Windows in that bitch.
See, I'm sorry. If you're only gonna see it through a screen, you might as well be
watching TV. Let the fucking submersible go down with nobody in it.
Yes,
drone style.
Because think about it. How come you can do the same thing on the moon, on Mars, when you don't really need anybody up there
to be there, bro?
But when you go down in the water, you're like, you know what? Hey man, just give me the oxygen. I'll be down there.
I should be down there. You dumb bitch.
Just for you to see it on the screen.
People gonna look at me and say, "Oh, you disrespectful." He's dead. Listen,
I'm not sure. I mean,
he deserved to die.
Fam, there was a TikTok that said, "Oh, you know who's not down in the ocean?" And the one man stitches said, "Black people," because it's real.
So. See, the thing is, I love how you segue to that, because this is the thing that kills me. I'll be watching movies with my girlfriend, because let's be honest, what happened there? That's Final Destination live and right there, right? So I'll be watching a movie and you'll see like some serial killer running, and I'm like, see, some white mess. Why? Because first off, let's be honest, black people know in any movie we die first,
for sure.
So when it comes down to some real life events, we either gonna fight that nigga And if anything, and when I mean fight, like we come in with the whole damn bus,
Hey.
like yo, we gonna handle this. Or it's, you know what? I know I'm black. We used to run barefoot. We're track starring this bitch.
Segway
And we are making sure, number one, we ain't stopping. I ain't hiding behind someone doing this. And the worst is when I laugh at this because it's funny. When you have the white chick running and she falls over nothing. It ain't like there's something that you're like, oh my God, grass. Drop,
Bro,
and then you
know
get
what's
up
funny?
mad slow, or the jingling of the keys. That's what pisses me off. You get there.
Fam,
Why
you know
is
what's
it every
funny
movie
about
is jingle
that?
the keys? Not what? Remember, it's 2023. Just don't push the start.
You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny
Listen.
about that? Hold on, wait.
And any like you are chasing me. I'm not going for no doors. I'm launching myself through a window because I know I'm going
100%.
in.
I'm going through,
Bro, I will.
Like-
I'm being honest.
like, what the
when it
fuck?
comes to a serial killer, I will die on my own fruition than let you kill me.
100. I'm jumping off
2-story
some,
window, yo,
guaranteed.
I'll take it.
100.
If I get up and I'm doing my
Bro.
little thing, at least I'm dying by my on my
You know what's funny
own.
about this conversation? I just watched a movie called The Blackening,
I'm done with you.
and it's literally about black people in a horror movie, like what we would do in that type of situation. Damn near like 3/4 of the people
Where
survive.
you see that?
It's on fucking it's on Netflix actually.
Say, I'm out to watch that.
Bro, it's
bitch.
actually so funny too. But yeah, nah, you never see certain black, like I say certain black people because there are
Some people,
black
some people don't be sipping on the right Kool-Aid.
Nah, that's fact.
But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna
fucking
lie.
fact.
I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like I feel bad. I feel bad for the fact that it happened because a lot of people
No,
said they.
because it's
No, but I'm saying it's because a lot of people said they did that same tour and came back. I feel the one I
Multiple
feel
times,
bad,
multiple times.
The person I feel bad the most was the youngin. Mm-hmm. First,
he didn't need to be there. He just said,
first off-
yeah, "I'm going with my pops."
but it's the fact that like he had so much to live for. My guy was going to
Brother.
school, doing this, that, and
It's
that.
crazy. To be honest, they don't even know when they died. Like the shit just.
You want to know what's crazy? Tell me how there was parts of it in Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah, because
And
that's,
Newfoundland.
because that's what the Titanic is.
It's in Newfoundland?
Yeah.
It's closer there.
Say, what the fuck? Say where is
That's
it?
on the outskirts, bro. Yeah.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't. Damn. I'm. see, kids.
Go to school.
Kids,
Don't drop out.
go to school.
Don't do no more
And the one thing that you got to remember, you learn something new every blood clot day. You're not missing nothing.
Don't miss.
Man said it was in Newfoundland.
Hey, don't
Yo.
be open minded to like learning shit, nigga.
No, I'm being honest. I never knew that.
Nah,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah.
Like, cause when I seen it, I was like, what do you mean?
So
it's in
the
Canada?
Titanic was coming back from somewhere in Europe to go to Haiti, and that's where it came.
I'm not gonna lie, cause I haven't actually seen like the map where they show like the lining or anything. I haven't seen that. Let's be honest. When I watched the movie, I wasn't really watching the movie.
They're not really telling you where they're charting to.
No, but it's just, you're just seeing it go like my mom. She's gonna go on a cruise one day. But how she is that she will literally till this day will not step on a boat, right? Like an actual cruise. Like we got her go on a boat, but like it was like a pond or a lake.
Yeah,
but what
yeah,
I mean, like she's chartering somewhere. Because my grandma goes on cruises. You know, she like I said, she just celebrated her 75th last year. Like she's
living life at the end of the day.
What? This girl said, "Trey, you want to go on a cruise ship for 3 days?" I said, "To where?" She's like the Bahamas. I said, "Okay, let's go." Got in there. My mom's like, "Yeah, I'm not going on no boat." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, you know, like first, like it, like you have to like, I understand some people like they can't deal with boats. You get seasick and stuff like that. But like when
It's
you're
a
really
cruise, bro.
when you're really
that
on a
thing
cruise,
is land.
when you're literally on a cruise ship and you're actually like, first off, if you're not outside where like you're feeling that humidity hitting
Yeah.
or that cool air, if you're inside, you don't even know the shit's moving. You don't
And
feel
that's
it.
blessed because
you don't feel it.
They've done so much work to have it like feel like you're in a hotel.
It's a-
or just,
it's a
like,
moving island, bro.
It is.
moving island.
I'm not gonna lie. The new one that they just built, I probably won't go on that world biggest one with that biggest thing.
Hey, that's what they said about the Titanic. And shit.
No, but do you see how big that thing? Do you see how big that thing
Fam,
is?
that thing
You're
is a
talking about
fucking-
They said they got
that's
6 flags on the one side. What are we talking about?
How is that floating? This is my question.
It's not even.
How is that
It's
floating, bro?
not even that's floating. It's like, how far is it really gonna go? It might break by its damn self.
Listen, when that roller coaster fly off and drop down in the water, what are you gonna do then?
Not even that.
Yo.
Let's be honest. Hopefully they're not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to show shade, but like, hopefully they don't hire the same developers that did Kenneth Wonderland. Could imagine being stuck on top of a cruise ship, looking down at nothing but water.
Are you crazy?
I'm talking about like, remember, we black people, we don't deal with dark water. Like if I can't see myself,
see the bottom of the water,
not go over there. So imagine me on top. You're just looking at nothing but darkness.
You lost your goddamn mind. Lost your fucking mind.
The Blade movie. That's what you're looking at.
Anyways, moral of the story. Don't go on board.
Listen, I'm so sorry. I don't feel bad for none of them niggas.
I really don't.
No, it's just
They
me.
had-
Honestly,
they had
it's
enough
just,
money.
It's just the youngin.
That's
It's
the only
just the
They have
youngin.
enough money
to know
to
the
give
risk.
each man in this room a meal and still go on the ship.
Not even a mill, bro.
My guy.
Half those niggas could cure fucking poverty.
No, but what makes it
they
worse is
don't-
that
they didn't
you
want
guys.
to.
The
They
funny,
didn't want to.
the funny thing is that they decided to pay money to go in there when you could have just
die.
you could have paid money to build your own little thing and just drop it down and see it on the same screen. You can use the same controller.
They would have paid less.
I'm not gonna lie, they could have used the same. You could use the same controller. You can,
Brother,
you can
did
use a
Did you
joystick.
see the controller though?
Yeah. It's the same
It's a
one. It's the same.
Logitech
It's the same one my
controller.
mom had in, you know,
Bro, it's one
Windows
of those
90,
controllers
Windows
that
94.
you bought. It's one of those controllers you bought at Walmart when you didn't want to pay full price
You know,
for a PS4 controller.
and the joysticks look wonky.
No, actually talking about getting me stressed. Switch the subject.
Moving on. Ice Spice.
Ooh.
So Ice Spice have a big track called Delhi.
Just dropped.
It's fire. Yo, guy, parenthesis. Some nigga on TikTok, producer, AI the shit out of a verse with Pop Smoke voice and put it in there.
I heard that.
It's fire.
It's yeah, it was fire.
Bro,
It was
I'll be
fire.
honest with you.
Fam, I seen it last night. I actually cried.
If Pop was so,
I actually cried.
He'd be running the game right now.
R.I.P.
100%.
Crazy.
All right, continue.
Anyway, music video, Delhi. There's nothing to expect out of Ice Spice, you know, other than a lot of ass shaking, you know,
Typical.
showing her panty type shit.
That's her.
That's her gimmick.
Her gimmick. Right
That's
now.
it.
Until she
Now the
changes.
problem is, one of the shorties in that video is a TikTok celebrity, and the shorty's 16 years old. So now there's this whole controversy, like, you know, this is low-key sexual content. How we have a minor in there when we know the men them are watching,
Okay.
screaming "Yat," left, right, center,
Especially in this day and age.
and in the mix there's a you.
Okay.
My personal opinion, this was all consensual.
100.
Because that minor did not say, put me in this video. Her parents did.
I got a rebuttal to anybody that actually says that was sexualized. Let's take it further with you guys remember Allison Stoner?
No.
You guys have seen the movie Step Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The romantic couple, her and Moose?
Yeah.
That's Allison Stoner.
Okay.
You guys remember Missy Elliott?
Yeah.
You remember the little white girl?
Yeah.
100%. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see
That's
where you
the
going
same-
with that.
remember, and that's the same girl.
And
Now,
that was.
remember-
And you remember that music video?
And remember, she was what?
13?
13, maybe.
But Shorty was breakdancing, not twerking in shorts.
No. You're gonna be completely honest. When Missy was hitting it, she was hitting it
No.
way
She was,
harder.
she was.
I'm not gonna say it's the same as Ice Spice, and obviously 2023. In hindsight, look at the way the world's going. But if you're gonna compare that, you got to compare it to that. Now, obviously, Missy Elliott is Missy Elliott. Ice Spice is Ice Spice. So you can't compare those two. But if you're gonna talk about strictly just the underage
Yeah, okay,
dancers,
I see what you're
there's
saying.
there's similarities there. Obviously, there's some. Obviously, there's not. It's not as provocative as to what you're saying, but still, it's the same basis.
But I'm not blaming Ice Spice.
I'm not blaming it, but I'm saying is the people that are saying that it was sexualized. You can say the same thing there.
No, for sure. I'm not blaming any of that. I'm just blaming, like you're saying, it's consent to the end of the day. They have to consent. They already seen the video.
Yeah.
They gotta watch it. They signed their name.
You signed it. There probably was an NDA. It was probably an
There's
NDA signed, so
right?
they couldn't talk
You
about it.
have to
Anything like that.
see the video before
Yeah.
it goes through.
Yeah.
You're looking at your daughter.
If anything, you're not going to come for Ice Spice. You're going to come for the parents.
100. That's what I'm going at.
It should
You're
co-
looking
it
at
should
your
come from the
daughter
parents.
doing that on thing, and you're just like,
And
okay.
you're people are trying to condemn the artist. That's on you as the parent.
Yeah, for sure.
You went through the casting call, said, you know what, this is perfect for you, and she went there and she did her thing.
Right? I didn't think anything wrong. Like the shorty wasn't shaking no ass or
bro,
nothing.
I didn't even. It was like a
It was
3
like a
second
half a-
clip, bro.
not
I
even three, like half a second.
I haven't seen the video.
didn't even see the full video. I'm like I'm saying, I'm just going through Twitter and I just see Shorty there, and I'm like, this shit's not even that long.
And
Not even that.
so
like,
it all started with Kai.
Kai Cenat?
Yeah. So it all started with Kai because Kai was reacting to the video. And then everybody on the chat is saying, she's seen. So the guy says, you guys are so weird. Like, Ice Spice is not 16 years old. Like, what the fuck?
He was taking it like that.
He was talking.
Right.
Yeah.
So then somebody said, nah, not Ice Spice, one of the girls. So he started just pausing the video like every so often and asking the chat, this one, until he actually got to the girl.
Yeah, now
and then boom.
AMP, these niggas blew up.
Listen,
I love the AMP story.
Have y'all seen the cipher?
Bro, I didn't
No,
watch
not
the new
yet.
one.
Not
I didn't watch
yet.
the new one. Don't talk about it.
No.
Don't talk about it. I'm gonna watch it. But at the same time, they have been doing their fucking thing.
Nah, see, the thing is, the reason why I fought with them is that like they're so genuine.
They're regular niggas.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like yo, like you know, some people Phantom kills me. Phantom kills me. You got Duke. Duke's just he's a true nigga. Like he's one of those guys that like if you see him in a club, he's one of those men in that booth with bare bottles, but he ain't drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's one of those guys that make sure his boys have a good time. Same thing with Kai. Agent, first of all, I didn't even know he was the oldest.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And like everybody sees him as
He got ties in Toronto. He comes
yeah,
to the
it was, I think he was here just recently. He was
Yeah.
shooting on the court and stuff. Yeah.
At Regent Park.
Yeah. See that's the thing. Like the fact that even their ties with OTE when they go and they announce it, like these are the guys that like they don't let their celebrity be who they are. They're still genuine down to earth.
Right.
Like if they stop streaming right now, they're still going to be those same funny, joking guys.
Right.
Obviously, they don't have the clout, but they're still the same guys, and that's the thing I fought with them with.
No, I love their stories because you know they.
To me,
were
they
just a
came
bunch
they came out of nowhere to me. I didn't even know who they were until they blew
No,
up.
so see, Kai was a YouTuber, but it wasn't popping. He was trying to make videos. He was very young.
Yeah.
Kai was probably, if not the first YouTuber that came up with the idea of doing like Nuck Dash pranks and like dorms and shit.
Yeah.
That's what he was known for.
Oh.
Then there was Phantom.
Yeah.
Phantom was streaming.
Yeah.
And doing YouTube as well. But, you know, out of the New York niggas, which is, you know, Phantom, Kai, not Davis. There's these other two guys.
Is it Chris?
No. There's other two guys that they're not in AMP because they didn't move to Atlanta. They stayed in New York.
But like that was just
But even
cool.
right now, Phantom and Kai are going back to New York. They bought a house, and the AMP house is going to be in New York now. So those guys will probably join now.
Yeah.
But you know, Phantom was the brains of the whole operation.
He's a mastermind.
Phantom was the one that put it all together. Yeah, he put it all
Really, though?
together.
That's
He's the one
crazy.
that
The
really
one thing
brought
is, Kai was the one that blew up because of Kai. Kai's a fucking clown.
Yeah.
Right? But
His personality.
exactly. But he was the one that actually told Kai, like, bro, stop what you're doing
And come
hit
over here.
hit this YouTube shit.
Because Kai was in college or university, and that nigga said, "Boom,
Yeah.
come here." Because I think who was the agent that brought Phantom over? Because agent probably the smartest one of that whole fucking.
The way he presents himself and the way he speaks,
Yeah.
like just like his voice when he's talking, you can see it.
Nah,
like
bro.
obviously, Kai's he might be the most well known.
No, for sure. His
But, like,
his face is.
You know what I mean? He
classic.
might be the most well known, but like I don't want to sound disrespectful, but like I don't want to say because I don't want to say childish, but he has that mindset.
He's the youngest one of the
But-
group.
and that's the thing, so,
And,
like-
he's like the baby brother of the group, right?
That's
So it's
why.
just like,
So like when you hear him talking or when you hear Duke Dennis talking compared to when you hear Agent,
Nah, the older one isn't the
Duke
older
is
one
oldest.
Duke? Yeah, Duke is the oldest.
he was old.
Duke's the oldest.
Yeah.
But see the thing, Duke might be the oldest, but he don't be acting like that.
No, for
no.
real.
There's certain times he acts like his age, but like Agent,
Agent always has
that
he's
same
always
like.
focus.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a few videos before we get back about talking about the Ice Spice because I want to know more. When it comes to Duke Dennis, like I think the most one I watch the most is when he says 48 hours in Miami.
Oh wow.
And like
Wow.
it's crazy because like obviously Miami is Miami,
Yeah.
right? But like he's literally just roaming, and everybody knows him for who he is. But it's the fact that like how he stays the exact same. Like if he's trying to talk to you, he'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But like if he ain't trying to talk to you, like I think there was the one thing I think it was wrong with your TikTok. The girl's like, "Could you raise me up?" And he's just like, "Nah, why would I want to?" She's like, and it literally just killed her because she was the one that was asking with like her YouTube channel, and he's like, "You think you raised me up?" And he's like, "Nah, like why would I want to?" Like he basically made her feel stupid just because who he is. You would just think like what because you a dime like he gonna jump when you say jump. Nah, it don't work like that. And like his crew too, his crew. Like the ones that you see him with, like when he's there.
That's his brother, and then his.
That reminds me of like those guys remind me more of like LeBron James and his crew. Like those same guys that have been with you since day one. Like you go to do something, they with you, and like they're not trying to overshadow you by doing anything else.
Yeah,
they're just like, yo, like this is you. We here, you know. It's like world. Like if anything, you'll see them on camera. They might say one or two things about it, what's going on, but like this is you, and like. That's why I think him, like obviously Kai's number one, you know, Agent's been doing his thing for a minute, but like you got Duke going to freaking Sky Zone playing with regular people. And like obviously I'm not gonna lie, he embarrassing some people when he goes to Sky Zone, but like the fact that he's going to Sky Zone, like I'd be surprised. Like Toronto has their a Ball Don't Stop pro-am.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a celebrity dropping.
No, for real.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like
Most
some people,
definitely.
like I wouldn't be surprised because, like, again, you got that is coming in August 5th in Toronto. Y'all better go pop out and see that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, the Ball Don't Stop. Yeah, it was the one that Malachi Flynn was in last year.
Okay.
With Scotty Barnes.
Where is it at?
It's gonna be in Toronto. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be obviously Ryerson.
All right.
Because if it's not at Ryerson, UFT, you know, it's gonna be one of those well-known gyms, right? And
You said 5th?
I think it's the 5th or the 6th of August.
It better be the 6th.
It's one of them. So so Nate Robinson's gonna pop out.
What?
Crawford, Jamal Crawford's gonna pop out.
See, that's my life.
And obviously you gotta use the local Torontonian now. You know, Scotty Barnes,
Yeah.
right? And then you have all these other celebrities like,
Oh, man, all the bitches.
you know what I mean? And like, and like their tickets are only $40 for regular, 80 for courtside.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to
80 for courtside.
I'll buy a whole row.
I'm dead ass. 80 for courtside. This is like year 2. So they're doing it in Toronto, and they're bringing it to Toronto, and then they're doing it again in Vancouver later that month. So,
Hey,
man, Duke Dennis can hoop.
he can hoop.
He can hoop.
He can hoop.
I don't know if y'all seen that video when it was like all the AMP guys hooping like in their jerseys and everything. And
Yeah.
No, him and Chris Next Door are the hoopers in that house.
You know,
Like, don't get me wrong, Davis feels like he's the hooper, but like, no, I'm telling you, Chris Next Door, and Duke always says it, like Chris Next Door is probably the best hooper in the house if he didn't get injured all the time. Right? Because he fucked up his ACL, whatever. But then now he's like slowly coming back. But you could tell by like the handles and shit.
he had it.
But Duke is like definitely the most athletic nigga in that crib. He's dunking on everybody. Like, it's fucking scary how that
Trust,
nigga go, bro.
But back to Ice Spice. I want to ask y'all a question. I know I'm supposed to be the guest, but I gotta ask y'all a question.
Oh, no, the ball with me.
This
Come on now, ain't no guest out
is
here,
something that needs to be happening. So I don't know if y'all seen the hip hop top 50 that's about to come out for the women. How do y'all feel about Nicki not making it?
It's crazy.
It's a whole new generation. That's all I have to say.
No, but it's top 50 all
little
female
50.
Yo, it's like I think it's top 50,
rappers,
top
bro.
50 or top 100. So you got Lil Kim, you got
There's no way Nicki's not supposed to be in that.
Yeah.
you got Corla Ray's in it, Lotto,
Yeah.
Queen Latifah, but
Queen Latifah?
She was a rapper back.
She's like on don't
But
let it
why is
slip.
Queen Latifah there and not Nicki?
That's
See,
what
that's
the
what I'm
question
saying.
is.
Now it's rigged.
You have Twitter's been blowing up like lately. This whole
I
week.
have seen
imagine
that,
like yo,
and-
why isn't First off, how is Nicki not on when she opened up the door for
everybody.
Lotto, Corla Ray,
Everybody.
Ice Spice too.
Ice Spice too. Like you have to
hold on.
Cardi B.
Was Sexy Red on the top 50?
If she's in the top 50,
If I'm not
I
gonna
love
lie.
Sexy Red.
I'm not gonna lie. If,
no, she fired.
if sex,
not.
No.
She's an ugly hood rat.
No, I'm not
but
talking about her.
I
I'm not,
like
no,
her.
no, no, but
Nah,
I'm
nah.
talking about her music.
No. If she's
love her. I'll fuck the shit
let's
out
keep it
of
up.
her.
Let's keep it up. If Sexy Red is in that, and Nicki Minaj isn't.
No,
But Sexy Red has to be.
no,
but
but
like,
there's a prejudice. There must be a prejudice towards it.
My God,
And I don't understand why.
Bro, Coi Leray is in there over Nicki.
Yeah,
I'm not
doesn't
trying to
make
throw
sense.
shade to Coi Leray, but Nicki is like a foundation of all this new
After
generation.
Lil Kim,
So who did
it's
this
Nicki
top 50?
Minaj.
I don't remember who did the top 50 because I know
The
for
fact that nigga said Lotto's in top 50 of all time.
no, but first off,
Hey, my man.
first off,
Thank you to my man.
first off, don't act like
No,
like
no.
Lotto got bars.
Hey,
Nah,
Lotto got body. Stop playing. No, but at the end of the day, no, but like on some real shit.
This man's out here saying she's thicker than a Snickers.
You know who?
That's been in the deep freeze. Stop playing with it.
God.
Stop playing with it. But
Nah, but yeah,
Nah.
that's Nicki's not in
crazy.
it.
No, that's fucked
And
up.
like it's crazy because
Fam, I remember when the world was on Nicki, like there was no tomorrow. Like she's probably what 3 years in.
when she first came to Young Money,
Like 3 years in, Nicki.
you know what it is? I still to this day I think her on Roger That.
Body.
But I
Body.
know there's some
Body.
next controversy with Nicki. I don't remember exactly the details, but there's it's the same reason why she hasn't ever been into the Grammys. There's some beef.
She'd only been, and
In the
if she was there, it'd only be as like a feature to a
In the
track.
industry, right?
Yeah.
No,
I think
something
she's-
she said or something she did. I forgot completely, but she's never been invited, nominated, or even
Yeah,
close to a Grammy.
Realistically thinking about
You think
it,
it's
she
her
really
husband?
hasn't.
No,
because
it
this shit
was
started
something
before,
that
but
she said.
Lately, I think it is
The husband.
because she stood by him the whole time. And
But I mean, like that's just
it's a messed up situation. But at the end of the day,
All right, well, fuck
shouldn't-
Ice Spice.
it shouldn't affect her fucking.
Nah, but it's the fact that when I seen that, I was like, wait, I'm hearing Coi Leray, I'm hearing Ice Spice, but I ain't hearing Nicki. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like there some of their tracks like they fire, but like how you go?
I'll tell you this.
Nicki got bars.
It's no shame for me.
Bars.
I listen to Sexy Red a lot, Ice Spice a lot. Like
I literally just started hearing her.
on top of like every rapper that's in the game right now. Who else? What's the one Shirley that was Glorilla? Oh my god.
I love Gloria.
Oh my god.
I love Gloria.
Bangers.
Hey, if I ever meet her in
Lotto,
person,
not too much, but she got a few tracks. I try to get into Ruby, but not my thing.
you know, I have never heard a Ruby Rose track.
Neither have I.
I have not
No,
listened
Big
to
Mouth is
one.
good.
I
Big
no.
Mouth is
I
good.
promise you, I see Ruby Rose. Not listen to one of her tracks.
I didn't even know she was an artist.
I just seen ass. That was all I seen.
I'm be honest.
No. It's not even that.
didn't even
I
know
just
she
see
was an
niggas
artist.
just talking about Ruby Rose.
That's
and
the
it's
only
like,
reason.
yo,
That's the
like,
only
what
reason
fuck?
that she's relevant in my mind. Just I hear people talk about her.
Nah, all the female rappers that are on right now,
They're doing their thing. No, they are
especially-
doing their thing.
Especially Sexy Red.
This nigga
my-
loves Sexy
I
Red.
Nah, you want?
love-
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because like
Listen,
she.
that is like the one. No disrespect, because Sexy Red is not pretty,
What she's going through.
but nah, you just can tell like because she got a few kids already, but you could just tell like Sexy Red will
So
do
that's
some
one baby.
damage.
That's one baby moms you would.
This man said, it's the
definitely.
fact that this man said she's got a few kids already.
Yeah,
He-
Guys,
we don't know the number.
And we know this nigga don't like to do with baby moms.
We don't know, but we don't know the number. He said a few.
Yeah, I know.
It's a gray area.
She been through it, man. Like you can tell,
You just fuck with her,
you can hand her the brick and she'll shove it up and say nothing.
That's crazy.
Like she's a movie.
She out of town.
But- who the fuck would like you had to be for you to sit down and out of town for me, around. My pussy big and my booty all right.
Yeah.
Dad. But yeah, she's fucking. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
I love you. Biggest fan, Sexy Red. Biggest fan. I'm gonna lie.
Come to Canada. Do the tour.
Those are tough. Bobby Aldoff, Bobby. and Baba.
The little white bit.
What's it called? What's it called? So there's this
Little
new podcast.
interviews
It's
now,
called
little
the really
podcast.
good. It's called the really good podcast.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm plugging her podcast.
Fuck her
Yeah,
podcast.
but you plug me, Bobby, bitch. Anyway, and there's this very unique style of podcasting that she's got. The
Awkward.
interviews are very awkward.
Awkward white girl podcast.
But again, I like it because I guess the art behind it, because I don't understand it.
Okay, and I'll tell you exactly where she got it from, because her first like major like viral videos and stuff came from the one she's pretty much hijacked the fucking interviews from. It was Funny Marco. I don't know if you niggas know.
I know Funny Marco.
I do not.
So he's he's a TikToker. But he does interviews with artists, but he does like awkward ass questions that makes them like question and shit. Like and he'll the way he edits them, like he'll ask a question and then he'll pan to their face when it's like an awkward moment. So
well, he's acting very awkward himself.
yeah, no,
like,
but he is acting
weird.
very awkward the whole time.
Yeah.
And I think when she did that interview with him, I don't know. I've never seen hers before that, so I don't know if she's been on that. But ever since that interview, where it's been like multiple rappers that she's been interviewing, it's been that type of awkward.
So the interview with Funny Marco was what blew her up.
Yeah, for sure. There would have been no fucking Bobby blowing up like that.
Well, to be fair, that's the first time I heard of her.
but she's getting big fucking interviews. Right?
First time I heard of her is when I seen it was literally when I was just seeing the little snippets and stuff of her with Drake, and I was like,
yeah.
And let's be honest, it's actually funny that it's Drake, because every single person who wants to pump onto the scene of media, you do one thing with Drake,
and you're gone. You're gone through,
and you're gone. You blow up. He literally can say 2 words about you,
bro. Right now,
you'll be trending.
He's. I guess what we grew up with was Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne said it. Lil Wayne literally said it. He's like, it was me. He gave it to him.
No, but like, I don't think people understand. Well, the young people won't understand what Drake is to y'all right now. Is what Lil Wayne was.
Yeah, they don't understand the magnitude of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
But at the same time, like you're saying, Drake is a cosign for a lot of fucking people. Right now.
Think about it, like for real.
It's fucking scary.
Think about it.
And I love that. I love that for Canada. I love that for Toronto.
It's
I
big.
love it,
It's big. He's the icon. But when I seen him on the in the podcast with Bobby, I was like, in my head, I was like, wait, time out. Who the hell is this? How is he in
Who's
the
this
bed?
little white girl?
And what's going on?
Yeah.
And then I sit there and like I'm actually like hearing some of the questions that she's asking, and I'm like, and then when he basically said, Bobby, you a thought, I was like,
no, but like one thing about Drake, he's gonna make shit funny at the same time because he's
a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
But he's a funny guy. But then a lot of people got to remember, he did act for a lot of years.
No, for sure.
He knows how to play the role.
Exactly.
And he knows how to play the role and still sound so damn genuine.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you have to actually, like, he's a true showman. That's the best way to describe it. Like, look at Chris Brown. He's the perfect example of what I mean, showman. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. You can watch a Chris Brown video, but if you see him perform,
it's a different vibe.
Oh, what?
It's a different vibe.
It's like the world changed for you.
Nah, for real.
And then at the same time, obviously, obviously, like when he's in movies, they cater to his strengths of dancing and singing and stuff like that. But like, y'all seen him in
what movie was it where he wasn't? Where he was
This Christmas?
No, not even This Christmas.
Because that one he sang, but he didn't dance.
It was the one where he was with they were robbing people.
Takers.
He performed very well.
He performed really well with the cast that he was with.
Without having to dance.
The man had Paul Walker, R.I.P. The man had Idris Elba.
Yeah, it was a vibe in that movie.
The people that he had in that in that movie for him to act the way he did, like it. Only a certain amount of like actual like artists in the music business can actually act. Like 50 Cent, he did his thing.
Yeah,
he did his thing. Bow Wow, he's done his thing so far. You got Chris Brown. Who else? Drake. I don't count Drake going into movies because he's already been doing it.
He hasn't been in movies though.
Who?
Drake?
No. Think Like a Man too.
Nah,
I don't. But the thing is, you have to sit with him. With him, you can't really say anything about him being in movies because you knew him as an actor.
Yeah, way before.
So him being an artist going back to acting, it's like
whatever.
But when you're an artist going into that, like
it's hard. It's hard for a lot of people.
Bro, look at LL Cool J.
No, that nigga transformed.
Look at Ice-T. Look at Ice Cube.
Ice Cube for sure. Ice-T, I won't even really give.
No, but the reason I'm saying Ice-T because he's still on that police show and he's still.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not everybody knows Ice-T. Like, shit, I don't really know Ice-T's music, but he's still but you know what I'm saying. But he's still out there doing it. 50 Cent, what he did, the man left the music biz and just took over movies and TVs.
100%.
Obviously,
He owns gangster movie television.
he is a
He is
great.
the
He's
fucking
a
director
great
for that.
businessman. I don't even know. Actually, have y'all seen Meek Mill act?
No, never seen him.
You never seen him act?
No.
He can act.
Yeah.
You say you've been on Tubi?
Yeah.
Search Meek Mill on Tubi. Go watch that. Go watch that. Go watch that.
That nigga has a Tubi movie.
Yeah, and it's about like so like he was like a leader of the like drug world and stuff like that, and he got arrested and stuff like that. So as his parole, he's working at like a bike shop, dirt bikes.
I've heard about this movie.
The dirt bike shop, and
heard
one of the kids that was in his crew, one of his runners,
Yeah.
got shot, died. His little brother of the kid that died started trying to be like his older brother, stuff like that. So he started ditching his friends, so that, and ended up he started working at the same shop as where Meek Mill was.
Yeah.
Meek Mill's still like, he's still top dog, but like he's not running the show. Other men are, but they still come back to him like, yo, like, what we doing this, time, and third. So the youngin is watching all this, and he's like, yo, like,
I need like, yo,
listen,
me up, like,
you know, like my brother was in
Put
this,
me on,
this-
put me on.
Yeah, put me on. And like Meek being the mentor now, he's like, yo, like I've been there the other life, like, yo, like you don't need that.
don't need that.
Because he was the big brother to his brother. So he's like, yo, like you lost your brother, I lost your brother. Like I don't want that life for you.
Not for real.
So it shows all of that in like him and his friends, and obviously, you know, if you're gonna show a black movie and you have a man, he gonna have some significant other to be there to kind of. So like,
bullshit.
Meek Mill did good in that, and like he has other movies too, like where he does good. So like, there's a lot of stuff where like artists go with it.
Another artist, Tyrese. Tyrese came into the game and went
Tyrese,
crazy.
yeah. I'll give you, Tyrese. Because first off, all the Transformers.
Bro, I just rewatched like 2 of them. Bitches.
Look at that.
Yo,
He has all the Transformers. Fast and Furious from the second one
2 Fast and
through.
Furious till God knows when they're gonna fucking.
Man, they got a part 2 to the newest one about to come out.
Bro,
It's a 3-part. It's a 3-part
It's a
finale.
3-parter? I thought it was a 2-part finale.
The Rock has to come into the second part. What do you mean?
I'm so pissed.
You didn't know him and Vin Diesel? Come on, stop playing. I've been following this. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was a 2-part. I honestly thought it was a 2-part.
No, it's 3-part. It's 3-part. I'm not gonna lie. I almost boycotted all the movies. I almost boycotted all the movies because like Paul Walker was my nigga. Like I was telling him, there's white people and then there's clear people. If I can bring you to the cookout and you know what collard greens is, you clear.
Yeah.
If you don't, you white. So Paul Walker, he was clear.
No, for sure.
You see? And so when he passed, I was like, yo, how are you going to continue this movie without him? But just like how we were talking earlier about Sylvester Stallone not being in Creed and not referencing him, every single Fast and Furious,
They've referenced
his character.
For sure.
And even the movie when he passed, they got his brother to finish the movie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All the cars that he owned,
niggas cried. I cried.
all the cars that he had in the movie, his daughter has.
Yep.
His daughter has.
Fam, they
didn't auction.
If
auctioned
I
every
ever
other one
want
off, but they
somebody
gave it
to
to her.
honor me in any way of like life, that's how niggas should be honoring people in their life, bro. Like,
Hey man, J. Cole said it best. Why do you celebrate someone when they're gone?
it's not even that to celebrate when they're gone, but like you have to appreciate them from where they left you. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but you gotta just keep it a buck. Some people, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a Nipsey Hussle fan, but like early on when everybody was banging it, I wasn't. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not one of those people that as soon as he passed, I'm blasting his tracks. No. If I wasn't a true fan like that before, why am I gonna fake it now? What? To please people?
Yeah. Brian made a good point when P&D died. I was a huge fan. I was a huge fan way before.
So was I.
And I blasted his music. And then Brian said something. He's like, yo, like, why all these niggas posting P&D and never listen to a track?
It's a fact though.
But it's facts though.
It's like, yo, why are you fronting like you?
It's a fad thing.
It is. They're trying to keep up the fad and the trend.
Like, yo, oh my God, I heard one track by him. He's amazing. Stop it.
It's like, bro, like if you heard one track, if you don't know that one track word for word, or you can name another track, you don't know
bro.
shit.
It's ridiculous.
You don't know shit.
But yeah,
This is new dynamic. I wanna implement into the podcast. Usually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave it always for last. Mm-hmm. So there's gonna be the dynamic that's always gonna shut down the podcast, basically. And it's what's been your biggest lesson of the year so far?
I'm going first?
yeah.
Go first.
For the year 2023, like, the way I see it is I've chosen to separate myself from a lot of negativity. I became more of a positive person. As you can guys see, I have the Buddha, right? Greens for lucky, right? So a lot of good things have happened when I wore this. I'm not saying it's because of it, but like it's manifesting itself. I don't like dealing with a lot of stressful situations, and I don't like dealing with anger, this, that, and third, or people telling me things like, if I'm very optimistic, I don't want to hear you tell me the downfall of what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. I don't need that. I already know it, but I don't need you to echo it. So the lesson I've learned is live in the moment and just keep the positivity, because I like to be a lifeboat, not an anchor. Right? One of my coaches said that. So one thing that stuck with me was you want to be a lifeboat, not an anchor. When you're an anchor, it only takes one person to be negative to bring down all morale completely.
100%.
So that's just how I go about it. Like, I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Hopefully I will have a child soon, and like that's the one thing, the one token of advice I would want to give them. That at the end of the day, you're gonna see it's the truth. Positivity is the one thing. It's not hard to have it or put it out there in the world.
Yeah.
So,
Dex.
2023 so far, what I've learned is to work on yourself. And it sounds weird coming from me because I've like been an athlete. Like everything has been surrounded working on the one thing that you do, like, you know, your sport. But like internally, you have to work on everything that you thinking, everything that you, like you're saying, you be in control of yourself, right? And it's not easy. It's not the easiest thing. And I've really been on that mission for like the past like couple months, where it's like, I know a lot of like men don't like, go to therapy and shit, but do it. Like go to therapy.
mental health is a real thing.
It's a real thing. Like men struggle all the time. And if you're struggling, I'm telling you, like, just tell somebody something. Just tell someone, you know what I mean? But like at the same time, like, do stuff to implement like good in your life, like betterness in your life. Doesn't have to be nothing big. Just start small, but just work on it. And it's just like, as an athlete, it's so much easier to do because every day is practice and stuff like that, right? So I'm just practicing. But yeah, that's it.
So with this, we're going to close the podcast, and my biggest lesson is very short, very sweet, but very powerful. And I just want to let y'all know, I'm going to look straight into that camera, and let you know that the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Follow us on Instagram, Snapchat.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen to the podcast on Apple Music.
Don't know.
We're out.